This is truly a very sad day for me. Unfortunately, it's one of the things I have to do. Yeah, I suppose I just as well show you it's a really sad day because I've had to put the scraper on the John Deere because it comes to that point where I need to scrape out. I want to go down the bottom and scrape the yard up because it's quite a mess and I need to do it, and the only tractor I got for the scraper to go on is John Deere, and I'm very sad about it. It just doesn't look right. Well, there we go. I have to do these things. Maybe, and it's not gonna happen this year. I know everyone's gonna be screaming at me, don't do it and whatnot. Get a scraper tractor. Yes, I will or might have to look into buying some sort of little scraper tractor, but it's not gonna happen this year. Maybe next year, but not at the moment. For now, the John Deere is gonna have to suck it up and make do. I know it's a bit overkill for a scraper tractor, but it's all I got. Here we go. I've just noticed as well, we got a bolt missing. I'm gonna have to find a bolt, go in there. That side all right? Yeah, that one's still connected. Right, so I'm gonna have to fix this bloody thing before I flip and use it. All right, first of all, let's clean it out so we can see what we're looking at. What it is when going down the passageway, because we got stanchions, they just stick out slightly more than the, oh here, there's a part of it. Because they stick out slightly more than the feed barriers, only like a few centimeters, but it's enough. You can just catch this rubber sometimes. If you ain't careful, snap a bolt. I suppose that's what it's there for. It's meant for shearing off. I got in the second hole, have I? Yeah, I have. Right, talking to myself again. Right, I've got to go. I'll be back in a minute. See, I've got to get a bolt. And I want a decent sized bolt. I think that's 24 mil to go in there. I think I may have some in the house. Anything in? No, this is all small stuff. Let's go. Should I take one of them? Just in case I got nothing out there, I'll take one of these. Just in case. I could have done one bigger than that. I think that would fit if I had a nut. That's 19. Pretty well sure that's 24 what I want. But I need a nut. Where's a nut? Oh! Damn. These things keep happening to me. What do I do with the bolt there? Bolt. Right, Dad? What have you been doing? Chickens? Yeah. Oh no, don't tell me that's the right. Oh no, it is the right size. Thank Christ for that. That's something right. Spanners. Look at that. We've got a special spanner. I made that for summer. Well, I can't remember what I made it for. But whatever. Let's tighten her up a bit. Right, that should do. He says, hopefully. Should be golden for now. Let's go down the bottom and see if we can have a clean up. Right, so like I was saying, I ain't got no other tractor now because New Holland's gone in part exchange for the JCB. The JCB's doing all the loader work now, or most of the loader work now. The John Deere, I've been using him for the hauling, and the JCB's doing all work around the farm, feeding and cleaning and all that sort of thing. But I ain't got a scraper tractor anymore. The New Holland used to do it. Now, unfortunately, he's going to have to go on a John Deere for a bit. I know that's sacrilege, but there we go. These things happen. This yard takes some doing. Really, I wanted the cows to have finished all the silage in the feeders, but they haven't. So I've got to leave them and go around them. Normally I would pick the feeders up and just push everything down, but it's because they haven't cleared the feeders. I've got to work around them, which isn't easy. But there we go. What I've got to deal with, I suppose. I ought to show you how shitty the yard is. Well, it's a bit mucky because the cows, this is concrete and they on it and whatnot, and they track the mud in off of there, but I'll do my best and clean it up. So, where am I going now? Up through there. Pull it all down, push it over. He says. Then I'm going to have to put some more. I'll put probably a couple of bales in because they're eating at least 2 bales a day down here. So I'll have to put a couple more bales. That one's empty over there, feeder. Probably put a bale in there and they can clean that one up. This takes some doing. I must admit, it does take some doing. With a big tractor in here like this, I want to clean out this round here. Now this isn't easy at all, especially with this, with the John Deere doing this. It's not exactly fun, but we'll see what happens. Just want to just try and clean the yard up a touch. I can just scrape it up a bit, just make it a bit cleaner. We used to let the cattle go in there, but we've cordoned it off with some gates now because it's just, look at the state of it, it's just falling down. The walls are all going, beams, there's a beam broke, all sorts. So we've cordoned it off so the cattle can't go in there. I'm frightened we get a windy night or something. The whole roof will be down on top of them if they're let in there. So we'll just stop them from going in. This is what we do, sort of. There's going to be these cattle here, once I get the shed cleaned out up home and move cattle around, which I want to do, well, I want to go down 2 goods later and go down 2 goods later and empty the shed of straw and put the barriers up so that I can put, there's 6 just up here in the big shed, so that I can put them down 2 goods out the way, so I can then clean that shed out, and then I can put the cows in there from down here. And then the ones, oh, which ones? Ones, we've got some young Frisian heifers that Mum wants served with a few extra beef heifers she wants served. They will come down here and run outside for the winter. That's the plan. Or some of the plan anyhow. I've got to watch that concrete. Off the lip of that concrete, it's about at least a 2-foot drop I know it's into muck, but I doubt if the muck would hold the John Deere if it got on there. So we've got to go a bit careful. This muck here, I would like to try and get it out sometime. I don't know whether I'm going to get it out sometime soon, or maybe if we get some frost, get it out in the winter. God, it's enough taking some bloody doing. It's not exactly easy. It was sheds that served its purpose in the day back many years ago. Dad built all this. Well, the red shed was here already and a sort of yard, and it was derelict when they bought this field. Oh crikey, 50 years ago now. And he tidied it up and built the other little sheds and done all sorts of bits and bobs down here. And it served its purpose for the cattle they had. 15, 20 cattle. You would come down here with a little International with a transport box on. And, well, those of you that don't know what a transport box is, just a little box on the back of a tractor. And he would pick the muck up by hand with a fork and shovel, clean the yard out. None of this round the corner, come here. None of this round the corner was here, concrete. This shed wasn't here, it was just that shed. And he built them few and had a yard. And he used to feed them across the front of here. And he used to come down once a week with a transport box on the back of a little two-wheel drive International and clean it all out by hand, take the muck out across the field, spread it by hand across the field like you do back in the day, and that's what they done, and that's how they went on. Okay, they had a few cattle up the top. There was only one, the tiny little shed up there as well. Back then it was like a tie-up where they would tie the cattle up with chains just round their neck and feed them in mangers. Back in the day out there was only like half a dozen or 8 or something up there, and it was all cleaned out by hand. Like I said, put it in the transport box and then go across. I can remember him putting the little International, little two-wheel drive International, I think it was a 354 back in the day. He'd put it in bottom gear, put it on tick over and let it run, and he'd stand in the back chucking the muck out as it went across the field by itself. And that's what you done. That's how it worked. That's how it was done. Didn't have any other way of doing it, and didn't know of any other way. And then, I don't know, I can't tell you how long later, but he bought a little Howard rotor spreader, little 100 Howard rotor spreader. And he would then bring that down here, load it by hand again, and then take that across the field. But then obviously a Howard rotor spreader, it would chuck the muck out, and that's what happened. But back then as well, it didn't never seem to get such wet winters. You seem to have a frosty winter, a hard frosty winter, and you could do all these things with these little tractors and stuff. I do remember him getting stuck and well, all sorts of things went on, but a little two-wheel drive International. He used to drive up that way sometimes and back across, or down here. Long time ago. Hang on a minute. I'm down two goods this point of the year where we got to start getting ready for getting cattle in. And hang on, just got to open these doors. Loads of noise. Right, as I was saying, it's come to the time of year where got to start getting cattle in. I got a few in the other week, but it was only 5 or whatever, but I've got a load more to get in. Now this shed, what I call two goods, I normally store stuff through the summer, so I had a load of hay in here, and obviously I got a load of straw. Now this straw, round bale straw, well it's oat straw actually, got it from Mr. Ree. Anyhow, use the round bales down here, because what I do, I've got nowhere else to store them. So I'm going to put them outside. Now my maize is virtually gone. There's only a bit of rubbishy stuff left there. That'll be gone pretty soon. But what I do is stack the bales all along this fence line. Just sort of, well, 1 or 2 high. Just to put them down here. They got to go outside. Okay, they get a bit wet, but it is what it is. It's what I got to do with them. And yeah, and I'll just use them slowly through the winter. So I'll start down here. I'll put them here. A bit of a log there. Anyhow, I'll stack them here and stack a row all the way up alongside this fence to get them out my way, so I can still get to them bales and that last bit of maize and get them out so that I can put the feed barriers up then. Once I've got them bales out, I'll get them out in a minute. Then I'll put them feed barriers up, which go along the front of here. Down here, there's a post goes in the middle, the 2 feed barriers here, and then the shed is converted, ready for cattle. So the cattle, I don't know, I have had down here up to 45, 50 cattle, young ones. This year they're going to be a bit bigger animals, so I'll keep a few less down here. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Well, that's what I do every year anyhow. So yeah, so I've got to get all these out, chuck them down the side, straw this down, keep a few of the crappier bales separate, and they're used to bed it down, and then put the feed barriers along the front. Now I did say the other day there's 6 up in the shed. I want to get them out so I can clean the shed out so I can get some cows and calves in. So it's like musical chairs with cattle, or musical sheds with cattle. Something like that, anyhow. So let's go get some bales out then. Right, put the grab on so that I can grab like 3 at a time or something, and chuck these bales outside. Yeah, they're gonna go outside and they're gonna get wet, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'll put them all down the side of that flipping fence. As they're sort of singular, the wind blows through them and dries out quite well. So no. No. You weren't supposed to do that. Bloody bale. That's a good start, isn't it? How many wide can I go? See, ideally I'd stack them singly, because they will, if you put them in a pile, they'll get wet and they can't dry out. But if they're singular, I'll start off, I think I'll start stacking them singular and see how I get on with it. I don't know. We'll see. If you stack them singular, they dry out and they preserve themselves better and longer, I think. I think I could come up there 4 wide, I reckon. So, put in there. So every year I do this, I empty this shed of straw. Normally I just leave enough straw down here for what I need for this shed for the winter, and what I've got just goes outside. I stack it outside like this, and then there's enough straw to house and straw these cattle down for the winter, and job's a good one. Okay, they get a bit wet, but that's life. Can't do a lot about it. I've got nowhere else for it to go. I haven't got another shed down here. This has got to be full up with cattle. So that's why I'm doing all this, getting it ready, getting it sorted round for to bring in more cattle. Get them in the shed for the winter. These is mainly gonna be ones from Leicester's. Well, few up the shed at the top, and all of them I pretty well think from up the tabernacle are going to come in here. So that's what's going to happen, but they ain't going to come in here for, well, the ones at tabernacle, I don't know. I'll decide when I get to them. When I get there, get time. Lester said I could leave them up there a bit longer if I want, which is very good. And yeah, so, oh, you bitch. I'll go gentle with these bales because they're, some of them been a bit roughed up. Like this one's been roughed up a bit. Now we stick them outside and then go, they get wet and I go and move them, they'll flipping disintegrate on me. Okay, I want a few in the shed. I don't need hundreds in the shed. There's 2 roughed up ones. Right, I think there's, I can't remember how many bales it's about, I think there's 60 down here, I'm not sure, I can't remember. Maybe count them up later. Hopefully there'll be enough. Well, don't know whether it'll be enough to get through the winter. It'll be getting there. I don't use very many. Well, it depends how many cattle I put down here. I don't use too many a week. 2 or 3 a week. If I use 3 a week, that will be 20 weeks, 60 bales, wouldn't it? So that's nearly the winter done. So we'll see. Putting these outside so that I can get ready for the cattle. This shed wasn't built by me. Someone else built it. They had another purpose in mind, but I use it for storage and cattle. That's why it's got the shutter doors on it. I mean, the shutter doors are quite useful in the winter because what we do is we shut the cattle in, drop the doors, and then clean the yard up, which is quite a good job, quite easy to use. I normally feed them along the front, and I put a round feeder in, which because we normally always have the maize down here in the winter, and obviously the maize is up home, so when these were in the winter, they'd have some maize every day and silage, or round bale silage. Well, they wouldn't have to have round bale silage every day, but that's what I would do. So now, because I've got the maize up top, I'm going to have to bring down a bucket full of maize when I come down to check them and whatnot, probably every other day. So now I'm carting it from up there back down. I can't get it right, but there we go, whatever. So bring the maize down, bring some maize down, put it in the feeder, and then just give them some round bales along the front of the barriers once I got them up. This fence also has been up a while, and I noticed some of the posts are right. I've put some new ones in here, but on up, I want some more new posts put in. It's another one of me jobs to do. Hello. All right. Oh, right.
Got your results?
Oh, thank you very much.
No worries.
Why does everyone laugh? Ain't that funny? Yeah, go on then. You can tell me the results. What are we looking like? Right. This is for. Hang on. Which fields did I say?
Roundhouse and your 6 acres.
Yeah. So it's the one behind us.
Yeah.
That one, not this one here, the one just over the hedge, and the one behind that hedge.
Yeah.
Right.
6 acres, so you're low in phosphorus to an index of 1, and your pH is on the higher side, 7.6.
7.6, right, okay. Oh! I better not say nothing, but I'll talk to her later.
But yeah, your organic matter level is 21.3, so it's like for the roof, really.
Off the chart.
Yeah,
well, it
off
should
the chart,
be.
Yeah.
You know, it has muck on it and the cattle graze it and
Yeah.
all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, otherwise you're a bit deficient in sulfur, sodium, cobalt, manganese, molybdenum, iodine. But you should be getting all those. Well, the sodium's just for your livestock really, but you should be getting all of those from your licks.
yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
The only thing is, whenever you to use sulfur.
Sulfur.
Yeah.
So when I buy me fertilizer this spring or whenever I buy it,
Yeah.
you reckon to have sulfur in it?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So obviously this is only on. Is both fields the same? Sulfur.
Yes. Yeah. So years ago, when they were pumping out.
Oh, when they had when they was burning coal and
Yeah.
stuff, that was fantastic.
So
Grass
they
really
were
grew.
pumping out sulfur into the atmosphere, and then it was raining and acid rain, and so nobody needed sulfur. Whereas
No,
they've cleaned up the airs. And...
Damn that! Damn it! God, dear, there's always summer, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, just ask for. Presumably you buy ammonium nitrate. Do you normally?
Do I buy what? Sorry.
Ammonium nitrate normally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just ask for it with sulfur in.
Right.
It'll probably cost you £5-10 a ton more.
Right.
It's not
Okay.
gonna...
All right. So what's it? Just a trace bit of sulfur in the.
So sulfur is involved in. It actually increases your protein, so it's involved in amino acids.
Right.
So it works with nitrogen together. They work together basically.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
produce protein.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get a higher protein content.
Right. Okay.
So
All right. Well, problem is because I never had all the fields done, but if them two fields are low in sulfur, it would stand to reason that my other fields
Yes,
would be.
I'd take an educated guess.
And it's not going to hurt putting a bit of sulfur on anyhow, would it?
No. I always recommend it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll remember that.
Yeah. So that's good. You were going to put them to maize. Or you think
Well,
you were putting them to
I
maize?
was. I don't know what I've got ground away from the farm that isn't mine. That's going to be maize. I was thinking of maybe that one to some maize, but I don't know yet. Whether I need it for grazing, I'll decide in the spring.
Yeah.
So why'd you say that? Because
I was going to say the physio start you use has sulfur in it.
right,
So
okay.
that's all I was. Yeah.
Oh, so would there be sulfur left from using the physio start?
Sulfur is quite like nitrate. It'll leach out the same as nitrate.
Right, okay.
Which is the issue with it. It acts very much the same as nitrogen.
Right, okay.
But the crop will use it. So especially if there's a deficiency, even though the physio start's got sulfur in,
Yeah.
that will get used up. Because the
Right.
crop has the requirement for
Right,
it.
so it's hungry for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maize is quite hungry for it actually.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I did know that. I used to, well, because I haven't been growing maize for the 5 years now.
Yeah.
To begin with, I used to buy the bags of fertilizer,
Yeah.
but then when it went through the roof with all the Ukraine thing and whatnot,
Yeah.
I swapped to the physio start, and I find it quite good. So
Yeah. Everyone's
staying with
talking
it.
about your maize this year. Said it was the best one looking around the area.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I did hear it from a couple of people. Said it looked really well. I was very pleased. It was a bit, in some places, I was quite surprised how tall and how good it was.
Yeah.
Some of it was a bit smaller, but the thing that I really liked about it, had real good. All of it had real good cobs on it,
Yeah.
and the cobs are really what you're sort of growing. But I mean,
Starch is coming from, isn't it?
yeah, that's right. And I mean, okay, it's good to have a good tall crop because you get a lot of it, isn't it?
Yeah,
But yeah. So okay, thank you ever so much.
No worries.
That's very good.
Just let me know if you need anything, whether you want to reorder your physio start or.
How much is it?
I'll tell you.
Oh, here we go. The big sale. You do know what price you say if this goes out. Everyone's going to want the same, or do you want me to bleep it out?
Well, it has gone up since last year.
Oh, yeah, everything's gone
I
up.
know,
What
I
hasn't
know.
gone up?
So you'd be in the.
I've got 2 left,
Yeah.
and at the moment, I'm going to be doing 20 acres. So that's 8 bags, isn't it?
Yeah.
because it's 1 bag to
A
hectare, which
Yeah.
is 2.5 acres, I call it.
Yeah, eight.
8. I've got 2 left.
You got 2, so you only need 6.
Yeah, I only need 6,
That's
so
an
I'm not.
awkward number, isn't it?
Oh, she's back again.
6.
6 will do
6,
me because I've
okay.
got 2 left at home. I mean that's 5 acres, isn't it? So yeah, I only need 6 more. Yeah.
6, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Put me
to
down
you.
for 6. That'll be
Cool,
fine.
Thank you. I'll speak to you.
Yeah, that's it. You have a chat with
The
Mr.
boss.
Mackey, and we'll go from there.
Cool.
All right. Thank you ever so
Nice
much.
to see you.
Cheers, then. You don't mind being on YouTube, do you?
As long as I don't sound like an idiot.
I do that every day. Jamie might, I'm sure he'll splice something in there. He loves it. So, thank you. Right, I better get on. All right, cheers then, bye-bye. Right, here we go again. I've got all my bales out, all my straw. Hopefully, I'm hoping that'll be just about enough to get me through the winter down here. They're stacked out, they go around the corner, so there's quite a few there. So they should do. I strawed it down in here. Put a bit of straw in, so when I bring some down, they're ready to go. And I've now put up these few barriers. Every year, do the same, stick these barriers up. So I've got these 2 barriers up. The only thing I've got left to do is connect the water. Now, this is live. I may get wet. First of all, I've got to get me tank. So let's go get the tank. You stay there, I'll go here. Right, what I've got to do, I've got to take this tap out and then bang this in because I've got a stop end. It's a bit of Heath Robinson job, but it is what it is. And this is live. You watching? We could get wet. Jamie would love this if I get wet. Right, here we go. There shouldn't be too much pressure, he says. And I'll get soaked. Put that in. Oh, look at that. Anyone would think I knew what I was doing. Wonderful. The only other thing I want to do is tie a bit of string round here, but I ain't got no string on me, sadly. So, I'll just have to bring some down. Right, anyhow, it's Ed Jones from getting his shed ready, getting his straw out. Sadly, it's got to get wet for the winter, but there we go. Signing off for now. Bye. This is truly a very sad day for me. Unfortunately, it's one of the things I have to do.